right, guys. So we were just waiting for one more family to get here before we start. Okay. Oh, hi. Hi.
Hey.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? All right. Well, I'm your counselor, and I'm just here to help. So if there's anything you want to get off your chest, I'm just here to listen. Okay.
I mean, that is what you get paid for, right? So
Yes, that's right. So, who wants to go first?
Oh! Put your hand down.
Okay. What about you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't have anything to say to you. I mean, it's whatever.
I'm
just here because they asked me to be here.
Listen. I care about you. There's a lot of people out there who care about you.
Nobody cares about me. I'm all alone in my zone.
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 14 years without a home.
16 years without a home.
4 years without a home.
5 years without a home.
Sick and tired of being moved from home to home. 2.
4.
6.
8.
I would really appreciate a place to call
My own.
I'm trying to be transparent. Isn't it apparent to you I ain't no two-penny deal shipping me off from home to home and never even considering how I feel? There's a void from the love I was never shown. I've grown to be someone I disown. A chasm under bits. See, what's the point of taking life seriously if it's just a swing and a miss? I would rather just end this.
I knew it was wrong, but there was nothing I could do to stop it. I was too scared to tell and too embarrassed to let Mama know what Grandpa was doing while she was at work. It was like this big secret that Grandpa said never to tell. But I didn't like the secret. It just made me feel so nasty and dirty, and I wanted to stop. I had to tell somebody, but this is a secret, and you're not supposed to tell secrets. I still thought this was a bad secret. And since I didn't pinky promise or nothing, I decided to tell. So I told my teacher at school, and the next thing I know, these people come and take me to a different home. And then the family was nice and all, and this is the first time I ever had my own room. I remember it was pink all over the walls, and it was pretty, and it made me feel safe. And even though all those bad things happened when I was at home, I still really wanted to go back. I miss my mom. Finally, a couple weeks later, I got to go to court. I was so relieved to see Mom. Mama, I miss you so much. I ran to her and hugged her really hard. Then I felt something checking the back of my dress. It was Mama pulling me away from her. I looked up at her face. Mama, what's wrong? She looked at me and rolled her eyes and said, I am so disappointed at you. I was confused. What did I do? I thought what Grandpa was doing was wrong and that he should be in trouble and not me. All of a sudden, I felt it. I looked around me. I was the one in trouble. And this is a courtroom with all these big people and their big words and their shiny shoes. And this time, I was the bad guy. And on TV, courtroom is a place where people do bad things. And this time, I was that person. And all of a sudden, I felt it. I looked around me. It was this like tremble trying to crawl over my leg and taking over my body. And before I knew, I was shaking and nervous and I was scared. Shh. Baby, it's okay. It's okay. Foster mom held me close and said that everything's gonna be okay. My mom got up and told the judge that she didn't want me to come back home and that I was a liar and that I was tearing the family apart. After that, I couldn't hear anything else. My foster family took me back home and said they were proud of me for being brave in court and that everything is gonna be alright. But I still asked them, is the judge gonna give me life? No, baby, but God is. He's gonna give you life. And He's gonna make this all better, and we're gonna be here for you the whole way through. And after she said that, I felt safe, like I wasn't the bad girl after all. I just worried about home.
Lately, I've been having these dreams about how things used to be when they first took me. It's scary to be alone. I was in a room full of people, but I still felt alone. But it's like they don't even understand. She's not a bad person. She's my mom. She's the only one I got. But sometimes I was a bad kid. Yeah, but I'd make her cry. She'd go put that white stuff on her face. And then she'd yell at me and everyone else in the grocery store. I asked God to make things better. And that's when they came and took me away. And put me in this new house with this new family. Mr. and Mrs. Holmes. And I could tell they were nice people, but they weren't my mom. They tried to help me understand. Ma had to finish her case plan, and I hope she did good on hers, because who wants to be away from their mom, even if they're with these really nice people? And they were nice. They helped me with my homework, and they took me to church. And I loved going to church. I loved when the old lady would sing, "Everything's gonna be alright, yeah!" And I would sing too, but when I got home, I'd cry. 'Cause I'd have dreams about scary things happening to me and my mom. And I ain't got no daddy to protect me. But Mr. Holmes, he treated me like his son. And Mrs. Holmes made me feel so at home. I had so many people who cared about me, but even though they didn't have to, I'm glad they did.
I just wanted a home. I didn't get it then, but I get it now. I was just so angry, to the point where I didn't even know what happened next. All I remember was getting ready for school one morning, and with my sisters getting ready to walk out the door. And there they were, standing at my doorstep.
They're taking Mom. They're putting her in the back of the police car. Do something, fight for us. They can't do
But
it.
they did. And she let them take us away from her.
I was so angry with her. And I remember that's when I lost all respect for her. It was like she didn't even put up a fight. She was so weak. Maybe it was all the drugs and alcohol she did that made her such a coward.
She would invite all types of people to do drugs and alcohol with her.
And she would beat me. And I remember one night she beat me so bad that I threw up blood. And no one came for me. No one fought for me.
And here she was, just sitting there. I'm going to come up with something. God's going to come through for us.
God.
You know, that God they talk about, that turns things around for people, for the good people. And I want to believe in that God, but I haven't had a reason to. Not in our lives.
And all these casework given foster parents have the nerve to tell me my heart is hard. It's not hard. Sometimes it burns.
Like I can feel it through my chest.
And other times it's not.
And I find myself wishing I could feel something, anything. So I get into a lot of fights at school. So I punch through walls when I'm mad. I find myself trying to release the burn inside.
And I cut myself. wishing that I could just feel something, anything.
People reach out to us all the time. But there's this one dude. This one dude. He seemed for real.
No. When I had to go to the doctor, he didn't ask me to speak. He just came and he sat there with me.
And he came with me to my school and said, talked them out of putting me in special education classes. And told them that I didn't need to be in that class. All I needed was some special attention. And I had a tough past.
This was the only man that ever cared about us. The only one who ever fought for us. And it really just made me think. Maybe this God they speak of is really looking out for us. And
I'm finally not alone.
When I needed you, you were always there. There's times when I needed you. You were always there. You were always there. And you always care. It's a new day, I receive it. It's a new day, I receive it. It's a new day, and I'm going home with you. Alright, so don't y'all feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, well, see you next week, okay?
Oh.
Okay.
And scene.